All right. That's that's something I want to repeat for you guys. You know, they say it's lonely at the top, but that's not true. It's only lonely at the top if you have self-interest. All you have to do is reach down and help pull people up. And you can only help the willing. We know that, but there are so many people that need help. And in this team, we are making our reach far and wide. We've gone cross team, we've gone all across the Dow, and we're making waves, you guys. In 6 days, we have done some tremendous work. I mean, we have raised capital like crazy in a small community, over $1.6 million. And this thing hasn't even hit momentum yet. Wait until you see what happens in the next week and then the week after that. It is just going to blow your mind. And you're going to realize why, when you got in, that the T in timing was more important than the T in talent. Okay. That is so true. So I do encourage you guys, as we come on to the 5th minute of this presentation already, to get your notepads out, because note takers are money makers. And I know Ryan and I know Addison, and they're going to be dropping some fire for you guys. So as you get prepared and you get situated, I do always like to say, have a sense of paying attention, meaning really isolate yourself, get somewhere quiet, get to where you can take notes, you can absorb this, because making millions of dollars, it doesn't have to be all manual, it can be leveraged, but you do need to take it serious. Okay. And when you take it serious, it'll pay you serious. That's one thing I'm trying to definitely teach everybody, that this is not something to brush off as just another opportunity. This can be the one. And I believe that wholeheartedly, and I'm already seeing it proven, changing people's lives, making them more money than they've made in probably months, some people in years. And a lot of us were recouping losses. We're making up for other investments that didn't come through. We are getting ahead finally. We're getting out of the red and into the black. And we're going to make Q4 of 2023 the rocket ship that we were planning on this whole time, and watch how that sets you up for success in 2024. Your 2024 starts right now, ladies and gentlemen. So with that said, you guys, don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm here to welcome you. I'm here to express my gratitude for you to be here and introduce 2 fire presenters for tonight's meeting. The first one, of course, is my business partner and brother from another mother. I'm always fascinated by somebody that is as immersed in personal development and spiritual ascension and all types of things: mental, emotional, spiritual, social, physical, and financial. And so this partner of mine really caught my eye with that. And then when we linked up with Russ Iceman Curran, we all had this synchrony and synergy. And I learned a long time ago that finding chemistry with 2 to 3 people on a common purpose, you can move mountains. And we found that. We found that common purpose, and we all have the commitment to continue to grow in personal development, to be coachable, right? To be able to respond instead of react, and then to seize opportunities and explode them. And that is the leadership that is going on right here and now. And this gentleman I'm about to introduce, he's had a tremendous impact on dozens of thousands of people. He's made 7 figures in multiple opportunities and recruited thousands of people. His talent, his resume, and his heart really want to see people win. And he will literally do anything it takes. I know this gentleman is here to help his family, but not just his immediate family. It's all y'all. It's extended out to all you all. So I really appreciate his insight. I do appreciate his tenacity, and I do ultimately respect that this is a cohort in becoming a deca-millionaire with my family, with Russ's family, and with all y'all's family really soon right here coming up. So with that said, Mr. Ryan Lelf, are you on, my man?
Yeah, thanks so much, Jacob. Let me share my screen, guys.
Sounds great.
Sure that I get the slides pulled up here. Whoops. Can you see that, Jacob?
Yes, sir.
Is it good?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, excellent. Guys, as he said, my name's Ryan Lelf. I'm just going to be covering a few key components here, and then I'm going to be handing it over to my son. Look, I'm a real person. I'm a real human. My wife, Caroline, is out of town with our 11-year-old son, Arthur, on a 3-day camping excursion with his school. And our daughter is playing in the band tonight at an out-of-town football game. And so I'm taking care of our almost 2-year-old little boy Arrow, and it's just me and Addison. So he's distracting with the little 2-year-old right now while I talk, and then we're going to do a handoff and we're going to exchange. And I just tell you that to say that, a lot of people think you have to put up something different than just who you are. I'm a family man. I mix my business in with my life. We juggle, activities, and we have all the things going on just like other people, and I think we need more people just to be open and real, and just if that causes someone to think it's not professional or not take it serious, then okay, sure. But that's just the kind of human being I am. So just know we're juggling all that. We're gonna tag team this tonight because we're team players, and there's just something uniquely special here. This opportunity, it actually reminds me of when I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer 8 years ago. The oncologist said, "This cancer is going to kill you, Ryan. There's no cure for it," and basically told me I had no chance of making it. There were lots of other people out in the world. There were family members, there were close friends. They all doubted. I said, I'm gonna overcome this. I'm gonna defy the odds. My attitude was, if there's 1 million people that have overcome this cancer that I have, then I'll be 1,000,001. If no one's ever overcome this cancer, then I'll be the first. Did I absolutely know for sure that I could do it? No, I did not. But I sure as heck wanted to find out. And see if there was any way possible that I could, and I was going to give it everything I got. Well, folks, there's people here that are trying to say that this opportunity is like other ones they've seen before. There's people that don't believe in how this works. There's people who think that, it doesn't help everybody win and everybody makes money. People think this is just another opportunity where only if you get in early or only if you're at the top do you make money. And we're here to just show you the facts tonight that that's just not the case. This is a unicorn. This opportunity stands alone. There's nothing like it. But it took me a while to fully grasp and understand that. Now I have a deep, deep knowing. And it's just a matter of seeing it enough times and opening up your mind and setting aside preconceived notions so that you can realize what you have your hands on here, that this can't be interfered with. It can't be messed with. Nobody can touch it. And it's actually built in a way now where it doesn't just benefit anybody that gets in early. It doesn't just benefit somebody at the top. Everybody has the same equal opportunity if they're willing to participate, contribute, and be engaged and do what this is asking of them. They have the same opportunity to make the same money. The best time to get in will always just be right now. If that's right now, or if that's right now in a month, or right now in a year, or right now in 10 years, it won't matter. And the way it's set up, we'll never run out of people to talk to. And even if we did, and somehow we got to all 9 billion people on the planet, it's actually set up in a way where it would just keep recycling and re-going, and people could just do it all over again. I mean, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And I have to give all the credit to my 17-year-old son, Addison. His brain is unreal. He's an absolute genius, and his level of understanding is just off the charts. And he's helped me really grasp it. And I just feel so proud because I'm a person that, I don't want to be involved in scams. I don't want to be involved in schemes. I don't want to do anything dishonest. I value integrity and respect and honor. I want to see other people winning. I want it to be win-win. I want a system where the only way I can do really well is because other people have to do well first or at the same time in order for me to do well. I don't like things where a few people can be real comfortable and then everybody else, it doesn't work for them like that. I'm done with all that stuff. Well, you're at the right place. This is the right time. And this opportunity is structured and set up in a way where everybody truly can win. So let me move to the slides. Folks, this is an easy opportunity. It's donate, receive, step up, and share. And you'll understand what we mean by that here shortly after we get a chance to have Addison kind of break it down and go through it with you. But this is a DAO. This is a decentralized autonomous organization. It's the opportunity to empower all of us where we can engage in private contractual agreements with instant fund transfers. And let me tell you, it is instant. The goal of the DAO is to equip all of the members within a community to come together and build a safe, shared, perpetual wealth-building platform that benefits everyone based on underlying activity on a blockchain via smart contracts. Now, that may not mean a whole lot to you if you don't understand that lingo. Here's what it basically means. The smart contract's been developed. It's been put on the blockchain. It's now permanent. It can't be messed with. The way it actually is set up and works and the way it functions is how it works and how it functions. No humans can interfere. No humans can rob us, steal us, cheat us, change anything. It's not waiting on someone to approve anything. It's all instant. When people come in and donate, those donations go to who they're supposed to. The people who receive them literally instantly. And they are basically hitting one button and it is bam, in their total control, in their decentralized wallet. And they can turn that into US dollars. They can offload that in a number of ways. And then as those donations come in and people are ready to step up, they move to the next floor. They share it with other people, and it's an absolutely phenomenal system. Now, you have to be engaged. You have to plug in. You have to learn how it works. This is active income. We like to throw around the word passive income. There can be a passive component to it, but I don't think it's fair, or we would be doing it justice to just say that it's passive. I think it takes an active role. So what is Barnaje? Well, it's a stairway donation plan. We are operating on a EULA, an end user license agreement. And when someone becomes a member at Barnaje, they are essentially raising their own barn, metaphorically speaking, if you will. At Barn, we embody the spirit of barn raising, where members of a closed community come together to contribute their own resources, help a fellow member raise their own barn, and these contributions are completely made voluntarily. You'll see as Addison goes through the presentation tonight, we refer to them as donations, and there's a very specific reason for that. People can donate to anybody for any reason all around the globe, essentially. There's basically nothing that stops any of us from participating in our own private things and communities. I mean, when I was going through cancer, I had a GoFundMe, and people donated to me to help pay for all the alternative treatments and all the things that I explored and did that wasn't covered by insurance. And it helped me find a path to overcome it. I've now been cancer-free almost 6 years. If there hadn't been a way for people to donate to me, I may have not had the resources and been able to find a way to stay alive. And my kids may have grown up without a father. My wife may have been a widow in her 30s without her husband. But thankfully, we can donate anywhere around the globe. And this allows us to do that exact thing. Guys, I'm not going to spend any more time really talking about the behind the scenes. I want to go ahead and get right to the proof. We got involved back in pre-launch back in June, and we weren't sure exactly when this thing was for sure going to unfold, when it was actually going to launch, and when it was going to be, real. Oh, here comes my little boy. Hey, Arrow, Daddy's still talking. Okay. All right. So anyway, guys, this is showing Jacob's actual MetaMask wallet. You can see there at 7:52 p.m. Last Friday, October the 6th, he basically had $5.11 in BNB. He didn't have any tether. And so then at 7:53, he had his wallet connected to Barnaje, to the smart contract. And basically what happened, take him back out to see I'm sorry, Addison. I told you I'd text you when I'm done. Sorry, guys. So then at 7:53, you can see he had 42,796 and 44 cents. And that was from all the work we had done for about a month back when pre-launch opened up. And we had put in, me, Russ, and Jacob had put in with our team and our community, maybe 45, 50 people. And so he instantly got to see that, oh, wow, this was real. This was true. This is how it worked. And it's no joke. And guys, we do screen shares. We open up our back office. We show people our decentralized wallets. We have nothing to hide. That's what I love about this. And I mean, I know this is a screenshot, but we'll go further than that if we need to. I mean, if we have people here locally, we've met them already over coffee. We've had them come by our house. We just log in. We want them to see it. There's no game here. There's no gimmick. There's nothing to imply one thing and then it be another. We're just showing you exactly how it works. And that's what makes this so awesome. Okay. So, Jacob, if you could come on for about a minute, I've got to go relieve Addison with little baby Arrow. And then Addison will be right on in just a second to take over the presentation. Okay. Can you do that real quick, Jacob? I guess Jacob has left the building.
Here I am. Here I am.
Okay. All right. Buy me a minute if you don't mind, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Hey guys. So as you were just seeing, documentation beats conversation all day long. That's one of my favorite sayings because everybody can talk a good game. Everybody can paint a vision. I ran a very large sales team, and painting the vision for somebody's goal and somebody's why has to be actionable. Okay. And to cut in with a little bit of just mindset training really fast, it's important for you guys to know that going from zero to actionable, like tangible money is the game changer that a lot of people in the investment space, passive income space, entrepreneurial space, they don't have. And what makes this so unique is it's instant and in our control. Okay, so when you saw why I was able to do that with my initial connection of my wallet, it shows you something real. It shows you that it's not numbers on a screen. It's not hypothetical. I didn't have to ask an admin team or an accounting team or a CEO a waiting period, wait 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, some lock period. And then once I request it, another waiting period goes by. I had that in my wallet instantly. Okay. And that was just the beginning. And then it continued for the rest of the night. And then for the rest of these other 5 days that we've been launched. Imagine what it is now, and I don't tell anybody these numbers to like impress you. I do tell you this to impress upon you the urgency of what we can do to get further faster. A mentor of mine told me, dream bigger, much faster, because when we set a goal super high, if we miss that super high goal, we still hit way above if we would have set the bar low. If I would have said, hey, man, I want to come in here and make a few $100 and see how it goes. That's exactly what the universe would have given me. A few $100, and then you can see how it goes. Well, I know what a few $100 does. A few $100 doesn't go very far, but a few $1,000 goes very far. $10,000 goes very far. $40,000, $90,000, $150,000 goes very far. And if I'm telling you guys that we've seen this within our team, not just for anybody at the top or anybody who is a pre-launch founder, but people coming in and starting to duplicate, right? This is a game of duplication. This is a game of maximizing an innovative math platform that you will see the math in just a second. And then you're going to see from there how easy it is to just show your results if you're following a simple system. Has anybody ever heard the acronym for what system stands for? Save yourself time, energy, and money. That's what this system does. It saves you. It saves your time, the most precious commodity, and it saves your energy, another precious commodity, and it saves your money. That's the whole point. We are done with the days of hoping for a mysterious ROI that seems unattainable, right? This is all internal. This is all controllable. This is all community-based. So I felt when the aha moment happened that I said, wait a second, I'm not relying on a trader. I'm not relying on an algorithm. I'm not relying on any external outside mechanism that I have no idea what it's really doing. What really I'm relying on is the strength of the community, right? And that is impenetrable, especially if you follow one of my philosophies, which is build strong people to build a strong community. Now, when you do that, you see these pockets of people starting to have exponential growth, exponential growth, exponential growth. And it is incredibly inspiring because all of a sudden you see these leaders popping up. You see these success stories popping up. You see people who are like, man, I've made $30,000. I haven't made $30,000 in anything I've ever participated in. And they've done it for years, right? How many of you guys out there have been part of a network marketing opportunity, affiliate marketing opportunity, a passive income opportunity, an investment opportunity, and you didn't make any money? Pretty interesting, right? We're going to flip that over because there is something called assigned sponsorship spillover. There's automated placement spillover. This thing maths. And what I mean by that is the math. This thing does the work. And we've had actually devs look at it who are experienced in the space and say, I've seen a lot of different, code and a lot of different ways to put something like this together. Literally, the quote was, this is the one. This one can scale. This one can sustain the math. So with that said, I'm not sure if that provided enough time in transition for you guys over there, but let me know, Addison or Ryan, if you guys are back on track. Otherwise, I can keep helping out over here.
I'm here, Jacob. I'm here.
All right. All right. Beautiful. Well, guys, obviously, I told you it was going to be special. I hope you guys all, got your notepads out. You've gotten some great introduction information. And now, absolutely, this is the time to find out how. You know the why, you know the who. Now it's the what. What do we do? How do we get in? How do we make money? Let's go. Addison Lelf is on the brink of being 18 years old. He's absolutely genius in what he does all around. Everything he puts his hands on and his mind on, he's trying to exemplify. He's trying to max out on it, and he's trying to bring clarity and connect people, no matter how old you are, from teenagers to people in their 70s. This young man, and not because he's young, but because he's just that good, is going to bring it to you with all the details. Addison, take it away, brother.
Cool, Jacob. Thank you for that intro. That was quite the intro. All right, guys, let's start talking about the Barnaje Stairway Donation Plan. I got that pulled up here on my screen. We'll start talking about the numbers and exactly how this really works. So let's, everybody, you see this top slide right here. Let's visualize a perpetual stairway. So this is you right here, this barn right here at the top of your own staircase. Barnaje has 7 different floors, 21 steps, 3 steps per floor, 21 steps all the way up. So here's you at the top, and then here's the floors below you, and that's the image of the stairs. So as it works, you come in at the top of your own matrix, your own tree, your own genealogy matrix. The way that works is that you sit at the top. The 2 people that fill in those first 2 spots available beneath you, that's your first floor. Then 4 on your second, 8 on your third, 16 on your fourth, 32 on your fifth, 64 on your 6th, and 128 on your 7th floor. Those are your 7th floors, and that would be your matrix right there. That's what you can see right here below, and that's as people start to join and duplicate exactly what you do. When you come in, you donate, you get placed, you get your spot. You're at the top of your own staircase. And so sorry guys, there we go. As you come in and you donate or whatever, then you're allowed to receive donations. And you may ask, how are you going to receive donations? Who's going to be placed underneath you? So the matrix fills in automatically left to right with the next available spot. So as you join, as you refer, as your upline, so let's say, whoever enrolled you, and then whoever enrolled them, and so on and so forth, as they all start to bring in people, including yourself, they're going to start filling out those available spots. Your first floor, your second floor, your third floor, so on and so forth. Everybody gets placed underneath you to those floors. And so as they get placed, then you're allowed to receive. And so as they fill in, you're going to start to receive the donations of how many floors you're above them. So for example, as people start to fill in my second floor, those 4 spots, their second floor donations, those are going to flow up to me because I'm 2 floors above them. So that's how you're able to receive, you build out your matrix, and also you can receive people placing your matrix without actually referring them yourself. So it's the combined efforts of everybody in the community all helping each other come together to build out their own matrix. So let me pull up the numbers slide here and show you guys that real quick. Let me get that going. Let's talk this right here. This is my favorite slide for sure. So as you can see here, this is a simple spreadsheet displaying exactly how the money flows. So when you come in, we tell people that to come in where you fit in, but we've also identified a sweet spot. We tell everybody that sweet spot is 6,050. You can see right here, sweet spot, floor 3, step 9. It's the fast track to maximize time and money. 6,050 one time, period. It's the only money you put in ever out of pocket, and then maximize how much you can make. Well, what is the sweet spot? So if you look here at the top spreadsheet, you'll see sponsor. That really stands for floor 1. That has the 3 different donation step amounts here at the top, $50, $100, and $200, totaling $350. You'll see that. Then you'll see floor 2, $300, $500, $700, totaling $1,500. The same goes for floor 3, $1,000, $1,400, and $1,800, $4,200. As you can see, you'll see $350 plus $1,500 plus $4,200. That's the sweet spot, $6,050. When you come in at $6,050, that means you come in out of pocket donating to the first 3 floors. Well, where does your donation go? Who can receive it? Well, just like I was saying in the previous slide, when you come in, you get placed in the matrix. You get put in your spot underneath whoever enrolled you, and so on and so forth. And so you'll have all these different people that many floors above you, because that's how that works. And so For example, your first floor donations, that floor is special. So that 350 goes to sponsor. So if I referred you and you come in at any time, no matter where you get placed, I'm going to receive that first floor donation because that always goes to sponsor. Floor 1 is special. Now, floor 2 and floor 3, they're like all the other floors. You come in, you've donated 1,500. That donation is now going to go 2 floors above. So if I'm at the top of my staircase and you're one of my 4 on my second floor, your donation to floor 2 comes 2 floors up to me. And so now where all does that money go? How does it get split up? Who can receive it? So as you can see, the qualification still to receive is none. The number of donors on floor 2 is 4 because it's a 2x2 matrix. Everybody getting their 2 and so on and so forth creates that down the line and creates that spillover. So if you come in, you've donated to floor 2, 1,500, your donation is going 3 places. The first place it's going is that person that's 2 floors above you. So like I said, again, if I'm at the top and you're one of my 4, you're 2 floors below me, I get 50% of that 4-2 donation, 750. That's what I'm going to get over here. Received by you. 750 times 4, that's 3,000. So if 4 people on your second floor right there, those 4 people, they've all came in, they've donated the second floor, and you receive that 4 times, and you get 50%. That's 3,000. The total was 6,000 because I only got 50%. So where does that other 6,000 go? Well, that goes over here to the first and second generational matching bonuses. So whoever sponsored me, let's say my dad, Ryan, he was speaking earlier, he sponsored me. He's going to get a $1,500 match because I just received $3,000 from the 4 people that donated the second floor. That's $1,500 right there. Then we have $1,500 left. That was the second spot that the money flew to. The other spot is whoever sponsored him. So let's say Jacob, for example, Jacob sponsored my dad. So that's the second generation match right there. He also gets a 50% match to what I received. I received 3,000 from those 4 people. He gets a $1,500 match. So between me receiving 3,000 because I'm 2 floors above that person in the matrix, and then my dad receiving 1,500 because he sponsored me, and then Jacob receiving 1,500 because he sponsored my dad, that is the total of $6,000 of 4 people coming in and donating to 1,500 on floor 2. That's where all that donation money goes to. It's not going to the top. It's not going to anybody else. And this is all done by the smart contract. It's coded into the platform to do this instantly. The second I enroll somebody and I see them placed on a certain floor, I refresh my back office, the money's there. That's how fast it is. So now let's break it down for floor 3. Floor 3, you have the donation amounts. It totals 4,200. The qualification to receive is still none, meaning that people can be placed underneath you. You can receive spillover from your upline's efforts, and you can receive up to this floor without referring anybody still. But I do want to make a note that that is not the mindset that we promote. Now on your third floor, you have those 8 spots. As those 8 spots fill and those people donate to the third floor, you're also going to receive, just like on floor 2. 8 people donating $4,200 to floor 3. That totals $33,600, and you receive 50%. That's $16,800 that you receive off the 8 people donating $4,200. Now the other half, it goes to 2 other people. So if that is coming to me, if these 8 people are 3 floors below me, for example, that would go to my dad. If he sponsored me, he's going to get that 50% match, $8,400. And then if Jacob sponsored my dad, that would also be $8,400. And this only means that these are from the 8 people that fill out those 8 spots 3 floors below me. Because I'm 3 floors above them, their donation goes up that many floors. And so I'll receive 16,800. They get the match, and that's the total of 33,600. Now the next floor, floor 4, this is where the first qualification to receive comes in. Barnaje is a platform of sharing. You want to share it with your closest friends, your closest family. This is how we grow. This is how it works. Before you can then take this money that you made. So if you look here between floor 2 and floor 3, you've made a total now of $19,800 from those people on your second and third floor, not even counting anybody that you may have referred, meaning that if you referred somebody, you also get $350. So let's just say, for example, now you've referred your first person. So you've made some money here. You've made the sponsorship money from them, etc. You've got some extra profits. You paid yourself back. Let's say you paid yourself back $6,050. That would leave you with just over, $13,000. What you're going to want to do now is take 13,000 of the money that you've already made, not out of pocket, all within your dashboard, and take that money to then donate 7,800 to floor 4. Now, before you can do that, like I said, you have to have one referral. So as long as you've had one referral by this time, now you can then donate 7,800 to floor 4. And then the same thing applies, just like on floor 3 and floor 2. 16 people are going to fill in those 16 spots, 4 floors below you, and they're all going to donate as well, just like you did. They're going to donate 7,800 when they have those funds. And where's that money going to go? Exactly like it did earlier. 50% of the 16 people donating 7,800, the total is 124. You're going to receive $62,400. That is from the 16 people donating to floor 4, 4 floors beneath you. Where does the rest of the money go? 50% match. Once again, 50% to the sponsor, 50% to the second generational sponsor. And that's the total of $124,800 from the 16 people that donated to floor 4. So all the money is only going to 3 places for all these different floors. It's not going to the top. It's not going to the people. It's not going to Lynn or the dev team or anybody. It is only going to the people that are supposed to receive instantly, and it's fully accessible at all times. Let's move on. When we get to floor 5, you've already made, some of the 62,000. It's not going to happen instantly. It happens over time. And we're already seeing this. Same goes for Russ, Jacob, my dad, myself. They're starting to receive floor 4 donations, etc. It's not going to happen overnight. It happens over time as people start to fill in those spots. Now, once you've got some extra profits, you made some money, then before you can donate to floor 5, you have to have your second referral. That's where that qualification comes in. Now, once you've had 2 referrals, you can take $12,000, you donate that to floor 5. Then, as the 32 spots on your 5th floor beneath you, as those start to fill up and those people start to donate to floor 5, that will total $384,000. Well, how much do you get? You get 50%. Remember, you get 192,000 of that 384 from the 32 people 5 floors below you. That means your sponsor gets a 50% match of 96, and then your sponsor also gets a 50% match. That's the same floor, just like floor 4, floor 3, and floor 2. It's all the same. The money goes that many floors above every single time. Let's move on. Floor 6. As you've already made money from floor 5, 4, 3, and 2, you've made well over, what is that? $300,000 almost. You're going to want to take $16,500 and donate that to floor 6. But before you can do that, you have to have at least sponsored your 3rd referral. At that point, as long as you've sponsored 3 referrals, then you can donate to floor 6. 64 people are going to come in and fill your matrix underneath you from your efforts, the people's beneath you's efforts, the people above you's efforts. It's a community effort to fill in all those available spots one by one, left to right, as soon as people join chronologically. As those people fill in, as they start to make profits, make money, they're all going to donate to floor 6, just like you did. 64 people are going to donate $16,500. That totals $1,056,000. You're going to receive 50% of that money. That goes to you because you're 6 floors above those 64 people. You make $528,000. And 264 goes to your sponsor. They got a 50% match to what you received. And then their sponsor also gets that 264. Once again, all the money is only going to 3 places per floor. Let's move on. This now, the final floor, the best floor of all. This is where coming in and you needing to have all 4 of your referrals takes place. Before you can come in and donate your profits, money in your dashboard, never out of pocket past $6,050, is floor 7. You have to have referred your 4 people. What you're going to do, you're going to take $25,000 of the well over 6 figures you've already made, and you're going to donate that. And then as 128 people start to fill in the 7 floors below you, you are going to start receiving a total of $1.6 million. 50% of 3.2 that's donated from those 128 people. They're all doing the exact same thing that you are doing. They're working their way up each floor, each level, referring their people, causing all that spillover to occur. And eventually they're going to do the same thing that I'm talking about that you did. You just donated $25,000. That's going to go up 7 floors above to every person. And then now you can receive from 7 floors below. You're going to receive $25,000. You're going to receive 50% of that 128 times, 1.6 million, which $800,000 match is going to go to your sponsor, and then another $800,000 match to your second generational sponsor. Basically, that means that over time, as people join, as you start to make money, you're going to continue referring and you're going to continue donating to the next floor and keep leveling up. As that occurs, by the time you make it all the way through, you're going to have donated $67,350. You'll see that number right here. Excuse me. And then 252 people are going to, over time, fill in those 7 floors below you. As those fill in, you'll start to receive and talk about exactly what I just talked about. So let's talk about the sweet spot, for example. Why is it so beneficial? Why do you want to come in there? Why? Well, it gives you time. It allows you to make the most amount of money right off the bat. As people join, and this is happening not at a super extremely fast rate yet, but definitely as we get bigger, it will. Let's say, for example, you don't come in at 6,050 because you can come in at any amount. We tell people to come in where you fit in. You could theoretically come in, for example, at $50. Now, me, my dad, Jacob Russ, we're going to talk you out of that all day long. It is not going to help you in the long run at all whatsoever. And the reason being is because, like I said earlier, if you were to come in anywhere on floor 1, you can't even receive floor 2 and floor 3 because you haven't donated there yet. So as soon as there's 3 people underneath you and there's someone on your second floor, you don't qualify, that donation is going to pass over you. So it doesn't buy you any time at all. And that means you have to refer right out the gate. So you need to be coming in at least above that. And so we recommend the absolute minimum that someone comes in at is 1,850. That means you've donated through floor 1 and floor 2. This gives you time to, as spillover comes in, as you start to receive donations, that way you don't miss anything. As you start to have people fill in on your first floor, those 2 spots, on your second floor, those 4 spots, you can make up to $3,000, of which then, as soon as you make that, you're going to be wanting to donate that to floor 3 so that as your third floor starts to fill in, you don't miss any donations. So it still gives you some time. It's still an okay place to come in at, but it's the minimum that we would think anybody should ever come in at. Because if you were to come in at anything beneath that, you are going to miss out on donations when they come in on your floor 2, because everybody else is coming in at anywhere between 6,050 and 1,850. You don't want to miss out on those. So that's where you want to come in at. 6,050 is even better because that gives you the most amount of time. As those spots start to fill in, you can pay yourself back. It just gives you more time and allows you to make more money without having to refer or qualify to receive. The qualifications are none. Now, definitely, this is not the platform where you want to come in with 6,050 and not do anything. You do not want to come in with 6,050 and expect to receive $19,800 without doing a single thing. Yes, can that happen? Is it extremely likely right off the bat? No. It would probably take a while for you to receive all that money if you were not to refer anybody, because there are lots of available spots always for spillover to occur. So it's not just going to be like you're going to get 12, you're going to get 16 people to fall into all those spots right then and there. So we recommend that people come in with the mindset of, hey, I'm going to come in 6,050 and I'm going to fast track how much I'm going to make. How do you do that? You start working on getting your 4. As you start getting your 4, they're going to fill in those spots. Your uplines efforts are also going to fill in those spots, and you're going to start receiving spillover and receiving donations right out the gate. If that's the mindset that you have, then you're going to start making money a whole lot faster than someone who comes in and doesn't do anything. So let's talk about moving through the matrix at your own pace. If you come in at 6,050, you're going to maximize everything. Just like I just said, coming in below that, you can still move through fairly quickly. It just depends on all the work that you're coming in through. But that's the sweet spot. That's why you want to come in at the sweet spot. That's why it's good. And guys can just see right here, if you referred nobody, you can make $19,800. If you referred one person, $82,500, 2 people, $274. Now, it really is depending on where you get placed, who's above you, who's your sponsor, are they referring, are you referring? There's a lot of variables. So if you come in with the mindset of, hey, I'm going to come in at 6,050, I'm going to start working on getting my 4 ASAP, that is going to fast track how much you're making. Everybody in here has the power and control to start maximizing how much they can make right out the gate. If you don't refer anybody and you don't start doing those things, it may be a little bit before you receive spillover. It just may be. So I would definitely come in with the mindset of, hey, I'm coming in and then I'm going to get to work right away. Dad, are you still there? Let me see if
I am, buddy. I just, I'm tied up with arrows, son. What do you
yeah,
need?
I'm trying to see. Oh, okay. Let me cover Ticket to Ride, and then I believe that should be most of the presentation. So a couple cool features in Barnage. Ticket to Ride is one of them. Basically what that means is that, and we've used it all the time already, multiple times flawlessly. What that means is, you're talking to friends, you're talking to family, you're sharing this opportunity, and maybe they're not familiar with crypto, maybe they don't have a wallet set up. You are going to need a MetaMask wallet or something similar set up to come in and register and join. But let's say they don't have an exchange or whatever, and you want to get them in ASAP. What you can do is you can take profits in Barnage and you can send that to another user, so that then they can take those funds to then donate for themselves, and then they can pay you back via Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, etc., without having to go through the process of actually buying crypto. So it's something I've used almost every day at this point since launch. People give me cash, they cash at me, I send them crypto to their wallet, or I send them an internal ticket to ride in the Barnage back office. Super easy, super simple, super instant. The second it goes over to them, they're able to step up, donate, get their spot in the matrix right away. It's super easy. It assists everybody. It makes things easier. It's a win-win for everybody with that feature. I absolutely love that feature. Let's talk about another thing. Let's talk about getting your 4 people, and then can you get more after that, and what happens if you get more than that, or what goes on there. So when you come in, you're obviously going to be getting your 4 people. You're going to want to do that. But what happens after you get 4? Can I refer more people? Well, yes. And do I lose anything? No. So when you get your 4, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. What happens when you get your 5th? When you go to refer your 5th, it is going to look for and see, hey, do your 4, do they have 4? And if they don't, it is going to pass down that 5th person to one of these people. Well, now your question may be, why is it going to do that? And am I going to lose anything? No, you're not. Now, one of these people has an additional sponsor because you went out of your way and you got a 5th, or not out of your way, sorry, you want to be getting this person. They're going to go down to here, and you're not losing anything other than that initial 350 on 4-1 because that only goes as sponsor. So now this person would get that, but they are still on your 2nd generation. And remember what I said earlier about where the money goes. It goes 3 places. The person above you that many floors, the first sponsor, and the second sponsor. So, and then 1st generation match and 2nd generation match are both 50%, meaning that even though now they're on your 2nd line, you still get a 50% match to all the donations that they receive. So you are not losing anything. You're only creating more spillover, and you're helping out your 4 work on getting their 4. So every time you get anybody beyond 4, it is going to check for, do your 4 have 4 yet? Well, they're going to continue passing down until they all have 4. Once your 4 have their 4, then that is when you can get your 5th first line. Then the same thing is going to occur. It's going to pass down until all 5 of your first line have 5. Once your 5 have 5, then you can get your 6, and so on and so forth. And so not only are you helping out the community and helping out your 4 get 4, you are also helping out yourself and everybody else, because every person that you refer, you are getting a 50% match to all the donations that they receive. So this is a place for everybody. It's a community where anybody can come in. If you're a builder like me, my dad, Jacob Russ, we've enrolled 10, 20 people already. So we're helping our 4 get 4, and then we're also maximizing how much we can make right out the gate. Other people, they're just going to come in, they're going to get their 4, and that's okay. Then they just got to help their 4 get 4 as well, working with them. So that's what happens there. You're not losing anything by getting a sponsorship passed down. It's actually designed to benefit the entire community. That's what it does. So once that happens, let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to be covering here. Oh yeah, just by coming in and then sponsoring 2, you fill out your first 4. By sponsoring more than 2, you are automatically creating spillover. Can someone there we go. Okay. By referring any more than 2, you are automatically creating spillover, because if you guys can see my cursor here, the 2 would go right here, 1 and 2. Where's the next available spot? Underneath them. So if you refer to 3rd, now your 3rd is going underneath your first person on your second floor, and that is creating spillover. Now, the person on your second floor, they already have somebody underneath them that they didn't refer. So that's what's constantly happening in the background between my efforts, all of the upline's efforts, everybody who's in, everybody's referring people, and that's creating massive spillover all the way across the board. We've seen people come in and only refer a couple people and receive massive amounts of spillover and make $5,000 to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 just because they've received spillover, and people are constantly referring and creating that. So no matter which floor you're on, no matter where you are, you can be receiving spillover from your sponsor, their sponsor, et cetera, et cetera. It's always happening. It's going to continue to happen. And between everybody's efforts, it's only benefiting the community. So let's see here. What else do I need to cover? Dad, are you there? Let's see if Mr. Ryan is here still.
I'm here, brother. If you need me, this is the stash.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I missed.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's check the chat really quick. Let's make sure and see if we have any questions.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Actually, no questions. That's a good sign. You know what that means? You did a thorough job. Way to go.
We got one question. I guess I didn't do as good of a job as you said. Doc's got a question.
Well, Doc, I think Doc knows the answer. She's probably just trying to get clarity for somebody else, but go ahead, knock it out.
I was just going to say, her question is the qualification for 3, first referral. Does this referral have to officially join, donate? So referral is someone who officially joined, right? Yes. You only have a referral. They only count if they've come in, registered, and actually donated to their spot in the matrix. And the qualification is for floor 4, Doc. But yeah, that is correct. So.
Excellent. So let me ask you a couple questions really quick, Addison, while we have you on. You're about to turn 18 years old. You've had, a tremendous change in your financial trajectory in the last 5 days. And you've helped a lot of people do that as well. So just give us a little bit of a testimony on how this has impacted like your thoughts, your focus on what you're doing with this platform, how you're trying to help people with it, and where you see it going in the next 60 to 90 days.
I see it going beyond 42 people on a Zoom. Hopefully in 60 days, we have, 1,000 or more, but no, it's just so amazing, guys. And because of how this platform is built, because it's on a smart contract, because it's on blockchain, it doesn't allow for any human interference to occur. Nobody can be greedy. Nobody can steal any money. Your money is instantly going wherever it needs to go. We are literally a community coming together and helping everybody raise capital for whatever they want to use that for. It's literally just people coming together. We're a private community. We're all just donating to each other. It's really that simple. Just like my dad said earlier, it's those 4 steps. You come in, you donate, you step up, you receive, and then you share. And it's simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm 17 years old. I've done that. I came in at 6,050. I've made a significant amount of money since launch day on Friday in only 6 days. This is pretty much my full-time job at this point. And I don't even look at it as a job. It's creating a financial windfall for myself and for my family. I literally reach out to people all day, every day. I jump on private Zooms. I'm doing presentations for multiple people a day. I'm enrolling multiple people a day. I'm 17 years old. A lot of you guys are probably much older than I am, have bigger networks than I do, have more contacts in your phone, have met more people in your lifetime than I ever have, and I can do it. So that just proves to me that why can't all of you guys do it too? There's absolutely zero reason why anybody on this Zoom can't come in and get their 4, if not more.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And, I'm seeing it duplicate across the board too. It's not just like, the leaders and the leaders family. Just right now I had a testimonial of somebody getting in today and put their first 2 people in right after. It's a community build, and that's what you guys have to understand. Something that I learned from another community member was that this type of capital raising happens in many cultures around the world. In different ways, it's more physical, right? They're not doing it on a, with a smart contract on the Binance Smart Chain. This is very advanced. This is the future of what a lot of communities come together to do to benefit more families. And when I heard that story, I was like, that actually touched my heart, because I'm like, you know what? We're doing this on a whole other level. a little prior proof of model is the true test of this platform was 7 years ago in TradFi, traditional finance, regular merchant services, regular credit cards, regular banks. It grew 180,000 people in a 2-year span. And that was when, people weren't, connecting over the internet as well. They weren't using, DMs across Instagram and Facebook Messenger. They weren't texting like every second, having their phone in their hand. You guys all have plenty of people that need help. You have all kinds of people around you that are looking for a way to get out of the mud, and this Q4 of 2023 can be the most prosperous spring season. Actually, I always tell people there's a contraction and there's an expansion. How many of you guys, if you're honest with yourself, feel like 2023 had a lot of contraction, right? It had a lot of coil. And when you have a lot of coil, it means you're ready for a spring. It means you're ready for this manifestation to materialize. So I know that people are taking action. I know that there's a lot of people that go, hey, I got an objection about this, that, or the other. And then I see all these testimonials across the team. And I'm like, it's okay. They're going to see how real this is, how tangible it is, how instant this is. And it's not like anything else out there. My quote for you guys is, with just 4 people, right? With just 4 on 7 floors, you can earn $2.4 million. All right. I tell you that again, not to impress you, but to impress upon you how special, unique, and timely this is right now. So really dig in, lean in. Don't just, dip your toe in, but actually swan dive in and get you some. That's what I keep telling people. Just get you some, because this is ripe for the picking right now. We are 5 minutes away from being 6 days old. People have surpassed their investment amount by X's and X's. And you guys are on the brink right now of seeing mass momentum and volume come in. So do you want to be at the beginning where you benefit? Do you want to come in later once it's, had a lot of momentum? That's fine. Get in where you fit in. The bottom line is we're going to be here. We're going to be crushing it. And we hope that you take full advantage of it as well. So again, get with who invited you on this presentation. One thing that I think you guys might struggle with is, over talking. It's actually trying to explain too much. We have a simple script in our team. And I think it's viable to take this last couple of minutes and have Addison actually share with you a couple of one-liners, a couple of two-liners that he uses to communicate, invite, to promote on getting people access to the information, because you don't have to do the explaining. We don't want you to do the explaining. We want the presentation to do the explaining, and that's what duplicates, because everybody can invite. Everybody can refer somebody, because everybody can invite somebody to sit down for 20 or 30 minutes to learn how they can become a multimillionaire in the next 90 days. Wouldn't you agree? So Addison, if you don't mind, if you come back on, please, let's give people a very quick explanation of how you're prospecting, how you're actually inviting people to the Zooms. And even if you have a couple of objections that you've got that you overcome quickly, go ahead and express that to the team.
Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, I make it really, really simple for myself. I am very fortunate to have a connection through my dad to quite a few people, but at the same time, I also have my own network. I have my own friends, I got my own community. I play pickleball. I'm involved in sports, other things where I've also met, people. I believe that everybody in their lifetime has definitely come across probably about 1,000 people or more where they've had at least one interaction with someone or something. A lot of people have at least interacted and connected with someone on some way their entire life. And so all I've been doing is reaching out to people and saying, hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm not sure if you keep up with me and my dad's business opportunities. If you do, great. If not, all good. Recently we had one launch that we've been working on for quite a while now. It's been a financial windfall. If this sounds like something you might be interested in, let me know. If not, all is good. That's literally all I say. I just say, hey, what's up? I introduce the idea. I make it a little personal, and that's it. And then what happens is you just don't get attached to people's responses. If they say yes, boom, we take all the heavy lifting, we get them on a Zoom, we present, we give them the information. There you go. If they don't want to, no worries either way. That's how simple it is, and that's how unattached you have to be to people's responses, because it's never personal. All you're doing is sharing your experience, you're sharing this opportunity, and that's it. People will come, people will join when they're ready. People will want to see it. They'll want to see it multiple times. Everybody's different, and you have to be okay with that. And then also the power and the power of numbers and the law of averages, as Jacob likes to talk about, don't let that put you down. I get way more no's than I do yeses. I get so many more people that say, hey, no, I'm not interested. Hey, no, I'm good. Than people that actually say yes. So don't ever let that put you down. Always keep reaching out. And then just don't stop. I mean, I pretty much committed to not stop referring people until I make 7 figures. Because I have that mindset, I'm not going to stop referring people until I make 7 figures. And there's absolutely no reason why anybody else on this Zoom can't have that mindset as well. Everybody knows people, everybody's connected, everybody can send a simple text, a simple DM, and reach out to people. It's not that hard. And then we don't even make you do any of the heavy lifting. All you got to do is say, hey, can you make a Zoom tonight at 7 o'clock? Can you make a Zoom tomorrow at 8 o'clock? If they say yes, perfect. If they say no, we got a better option. Get them on a private Zoom with us. Even better, connect with them one-on-one, get on an hour-long Zoom, maybe even 30 to 40 minutes, and let's present to them and just them and connect with them and answer all their questions. We literally do this full time. I'm on multiple Zooms a day. So is Jacob, so is Russ, so is my dad. We are happy to. It is a win-win for everybody. Any person that comes in at any level at any point is only helping everybody. So that's my touch there. Jacob, if you want to continue it going.
No, you're perfect. You're perfect. Guys, keep it super simple. KISS. You're going to have people around you that are going to hear about this very soon. I do want to end with this. We had some teammates who are very well connected, and they were like, oh, I don't think, I'll just use the name John, very successful, very busy, probably not going to be interested. And so they didn't prospect him. They didn't show him the deal. They didn't invite him. And then guess what? John got prospected by somebody else and got in. Okay. So it's really important that you understand that if you're not inviting somebody, somebody else is going to invite them. So look around your inner circle. Always think about 4 people that you love, trust, and know are in it to win it. Are they money motivated? Are they trying to help a lot of people? Are they trying to make an impact and help people struggle less in life? Those are the people you want, including your family. True testimonial. I have my wife and my 2 sons in this deal, and I've never put them in a deal before. The reason why is because this is community-based. There is a safe and certainty factor that I've never seen because it's all based on people helping people, literally. So guys, get with the people that invited you, get connected with us. That was Addison Lelf and his dad, Ryan Lelf, who is a partner in our company called Full Benefit with Russ Curran and myself, Jacob the Stash. And I definitely invite you guys to take action, participate, engage, and let's get this money. Let's go, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow. We're having Zooms 7 days a week. So make sure you plug in and let's get this thing duplicated. Because when we get to our 7th day and our 8th day and our 9th day and our 10th day, watch this thing start to gain momentum. I promise you that.
Jacob, and then I was just going to say, my dad is posted a 35-minute training video that me and him recorded today. It's in the chat. It's in our Telegram. I think everybody should go and watch that. He asked me a bunch of questions. I really break it down. I really get into the details. Really get a really good in-depth explanation to a lot of our common questions and answers and exactly how you can duplicate getting your 4. So everybody go take a look at that as well.
All right, guys, take care. Have a great night. Take action, take all out massive action, and don't leave it to chance. Make a choice. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.